One day I was just sitting on YouTube and was thinking how I really wanted to make another reading vlog where someone else is choosing my reads. But I already did the TBR jar, I've already done Instagram, and I've had my husband choose twice. I wanted something different, something I've never seen anyone else do before. And then later when I was scrolling on Facebook, it hit me. Why not utilize these book Facebook groups I'm in and have them choose my reads? Hey guys, it's time to figure out what the first book in this video is gonna be. I posted the poll on one of the Facebook groups I'm in yesterday and I have not looked at it since. I had my husband check last night to make sure it was actually getting votes because I've never posted in this Facebook group before, and he said it was, but I haven't looked at it at all. So I don't know what book is winning, but I put 4 books on the poll. First book I put was Love on the Brain by Ali Hazelwood. I've been wanting to read this so bad. I read The Love Hypothesis by her and absolutely loved it. And it's been on my TBR for the last 2 months, so put it on there to hopefully get it read if it gets picked. And then I put Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. By a Thread by her is my favorite book I've ever read, and I have been really wanting to read the series, and the third one just came out, so I thought I might as well put it on there. Honestly, this is the one that I assume is gonna win because it's the most popular, but honestly I don't know, so we shall see. The third one I put on the poll was King of Wrath by Anna Hong. I read the Twisted series by her and absolutely loved it, so I would be very happy to start this series since this is her kind of like next series that kind of is somehow intertwined with the Twisted series. I don't know how to explain it, but there you have it. And then lastly, I put What Lovers Do by Julie Ann. I've actually never seen anyone talking about this, and I got this at a used bookstore, which is actually in a vlog, so if you haven't seen that vlog, you should go watch it. Anyways, so I thought I would put this on there because I'm very interested to read it, and I don't know, the cover's cute. So those were the 4 books that they got to choose from. Let's go check and see what the poll says. I'm honestly kind of nervous. Okay, you guys can see it first. Okay, so it looks like Love on the Brain got 3 votes, which I'm kind of surprised. I feel like more people would have voted for this, but guess not. And then Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score got 30 votes, which I am not surprised by that at all. I really thought that was gonna get the most. King of Wrath got 15 votes, and What Lovers Do only got 1, which I'm not surprised because this is not a very popular book. But anyways, so obviously Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score won with a whopping 30 votes. That is so many more than the rest of them. So this is gonna be the first book of this video. I'm honestly excited. I was kind of hoping this was gonna win. I had a feeling it was gonna win because it's the most popular out of all of them. So I'm very excited, and we are gonna be starting this today. So let's get started. Stop, I'm on the second paragraph and I'm already giggling. Oh my god, I need a pen! I need a pen! I need a pen! I need a pen! Where's a pen? There's a pen! I have to underline! Oh my god. Oh my god. Lucy Score, she just does it for me every time. I mean, this is only the second book I read by her, but By a Thread just was just so good. And I cannot. Son, what are you doing? Okay, if you want the pillow, you can take the pillow. I just know this is about to be another favorite. I'm so excited. Oh my god, I'm so excited. And that line, okay, if you guys want to know what I'm laughing so hard about, let me just tell you. It says, just what did a person have to do in this dusty little town to have a mugshot hanging in the local cafe? Ha, mugshot, because I was in a cafe. Why does that make me laugh? I don't know, but it is. And I'm literally already loving this. This is such a long book. I wonder how fast we're gonna get through this. I'm so excited to read this. Oh my god. Okay, let's actually continue. Hey guys, I thought I would give you a little reading update. It's now 2:52. I started my period today and I am cramping so bad. So I've just been reading all day and like laying down. I switched over to reading it on my Kindle because it's actually on Kindle Unlimited if you didn't know. It's just easier to read on my Kindle while I'm laying down. You feel? I'm currently on page 105. I'm 19% through. So far, I am absolutely loving it. Like, I am wholeheartedly 100% just so in love with this book, with the characters and the town and just everything. I'm loving it. I don't know why I haven't picked it up sooner, but I'm absolutely loving it, and I'm so happy that it won the poll because I'm thoroughly enjoying my time while reading it. So yeah, I'm just loving it so much. That is all for now, but I thought I would update you guys because I've been reading all day. So that's all for now. Talk to you later. Oh dear God, no. Hello, my beautiful besties. We're back for an update. It is currently Tuesday and it is 8:27, and I have currently made it to page 300 of Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. I am loving this book so much. Okay, first let's start with how much I read yesterday and how much I've so far read today. Yesterday I read a total of 239 pages, and so far today I've read a total of 61 pages. On to like what I'm feeling, what my thoughts are so far. Like I said, I am currently loving this book so much. I've been annotating it. I have been going back and forth reading it on paperback and on my Kindle, which I will say I'm still highlighting stuff on my Kindle, and then I've been going into the book and actually annotating those things because I really want to have the physical copy annotated since I'm loving it so much. Here is how I know that I'm loving this book, and I'm honestly like kind of thinking that this might take place as my #1 book, which currently my #1 favorite book is By Thread by Lucy Score, and I still to this day love that book so much. But I think this might take its place, and why I think that is because not only do I know that I'm loving this and I'm thoroughly enjoying reading it so much, but last night I had a dream that I was in this book, and I have quite literally never dreamed that I was literally inside a book. Like, I was dreaming like I was in this book and I was with these characters. The plot line that I know is happening so far was happening. It was the weirdest thing ever, but honestly, I literally woke up this morning and I was like so happy that I was dreaming in this universe. Like, that was just the craziest thing to me. I've never had that happen before, but I literally had a dream like I was in this book, and it was so fun. But I'm loving this book so much, and I'm loving Knox and Naomi. I'm obsessed with them. I'm literally so obsessed. There are so many things I've underlined in here that like he has said or done that I've just been like absolutely swooning, like, oh my god, this man. Oh my god, this man. I'm literally obsessed. I'm in love. I don't know. I'm going to do some reading now. So I wanted to give you an update for today before I started reading, but we are gonna start reading. So let's read. Good morning. I wanted to give you guys a little update because I spent some time reading this morning. I'm not done yet, but I do want to finish today. But it is currently 10:16, and I read for a little over an hour this morning, and I'm currently on page 408, and I'm just loving this book so much. Like, I am so fully immersed in the story. I'm so in love with the characters. Like, everything about this book is just hitting so hard for me right now. And I really think that this has the potential to become my new favorite book, which is absolutely crazy. I'm in shock. I have about 140 some pages left, and again, I'm gonna finish this tonight, and I'm so excited. I did just get to a part where my heart is starting to break. I have been reading quite a few romance books recently, like I read Addicted to You, Ricochet, and I've read the first 3 in the Eden series, but none of those have had like a third act breakup. And that's one thing I loved about the Eden series, is like the conflict had nothing to do with the couple breaking up, and that was so refreshing because I had third act breakups in so many romance books back to back, and this is the first book that I'm having that in a while, and it's absolutely tearing my heart to pieces because it's making me so sad because I'm like, no, you're being an idiot. What are you doing? Ugh. Anyways, but yeah, I'm loving this book. I can't wait to finish it and just see how it ends and hopefully have a happy ending come about. I mean, I'm assuming we get a happy ending. And if we don't, I'm gonna be pissed. But I'm really excited to finish it. I just wanted to give you guys an update. That's that. I will talk to you guys later when we are actually reading. guys, this seems to be our new little go-to filming spot. Anyways, it is now Thursday and it is 10:29. I finished Things We Never Got Over last night. Wow, this book was like such a roller coaster. I absolutely love this. I gave this a 4.5 stars. There for quite some time, as you guys know, I thought I was gonna give this a 5-star. I thought this was gonna be my new favorite book. I still love it and it's still up there for me, but for some reason, I kind of just started to like, not necessarily not like it, but like the whole big conflict with her twin that happens towards the end of this book. I don't know why, but it just felt so like out there for me, and like maybe it really like wasn't, like it probably really wasn't that out there, because considering like who the characters are in this book and just like everything that was kind of going on, it really wasn't that out there. But for some reason for me it just felt kind of like out there, and it also, I don't know, I don't really know how to explain like how I felt about like that big conflict, but that was just like, I don't really know how I feel about that. And then obviously we had the third act breakup, and that was like ripping my heart to shreds, and it was just so, at first I was sad, and then I just started getting annoyed because it was just like, come on, like, you know deep down in your soul what you want, why are you not listening to that? It was just so absolutely frustrating. But other than that, I absolutely loved it. This was so good, and I can't wait to read the rest in the series and to just continue in this universe. I love this town and just like everything about it. Like I really did love, aside from like my few teensy weensy little complaints, my freaking cat. So anyways, that is all for this. And then yesterday I posted the poll for the next book. I will say I was going to try to post the polls in like 3 different Facebook groups because I'm in 3 different ones, but then I posted it and it was pending, and then it was pending for 6 hours. So I tried a different one and that was pending for like an hour, and I was like, at that point it was like getting kind of late, and I was like, I have to post this and get this up so that I actually can have it with some votes in the morning when I want to start my next book. So I just posted it in the same group, but nonetheless, we still did it. So the 3 books that I put on that poll was first The Deal by Elle Kennedy. This is the first in the Off Campus series, and this is like a hockey romance. Never read a hockey romance before, and this is something I've been wanting to get to this fall/winter season. I'm just kind of like excited to read it, but I don't know when to pick it up, if that makes sense. I will say I've read one other book by Elle Kennedy and I didn't really love it. Like, it was a good book and it was fun, but it wasn't something that like I think about. I often forget I read it, so that makes me nervous to read books by her. But this book and this series are like so highly rated, so I do still want to give it a try. And then the next book is The Nanny by Lana Ferguson. This has been on my TBR for a few months, and I picked this up like right around when it came out, and I'm just really excited. I'm really intrigued by like the plot of this. The whole like OnlyFans thing that kind of goes into this is just intriguing to me, and I'm wondering how the story is gonna go. So I put this, and then lastly, which is the one I think is gonna win because this book is because this book is absolutely blowing up right now, and that's The 7-Year Slip by Ashley Poston. I have never read The Dead Romantics. I don't think you have to read that before this one. Honestly, I've heard people talking about it. I don't know what that book is about, but I've never been interested. But obviously, as we know, this book is blowing up, and the concept of this book just seems really interesting. This is definitely the one I have a feeling is gonna win just because it's so popular, but I don't know. I haven't checked the poll at all since I posted it, so we're gonna go check and see which one won. I'm very excited. I really wanted to start one last night, but I was like, first of all, the poll has not been up long enough, so I couldn't, so I just didn't, but I really wanted to. So let's see. I'll let you guys see first. Oh wow, okay. That did not go any way that I thought it would. The 7-Year Slip only had 2 votes, The Nanny only had 1 vote, and The Deal by Elle Kennedy had 17 votes, which is absolutely crazy. I did not think it was going to be that much of a difference. That's crazy. I wish there would have been a lot more votes just so I could get a better idea, but nonetheless, I am very excited. This is going to be our next read. As you guys can tell, I'm trying to read romance books in this video because, spoiler alert, the video I'm filming next week is me reading fantasy for a week, so I want to get like my romance need out of the way so that next week I can really just be in the mood for fantasy. That's why we're reading all romance this week. I am excited to read this. Again, I just haven't known when to pick it up, so we're gonna be picking this up today, and I'm super excited. So this is our next book, and I will see you guys when we start it.
So much, 'cause I really care too much. It's all just overwhelming, I'm just overthinking. I feel like I'm too much. Keep mistaking my anxiety for intuition. this stress keeps getting in the way.
That's really loud. Hey guys, it is the next day and it is time for a little reading update on The Deal by Elle Kennedy. As you guys know, I started this yesterday and I got way further than I thought I was going to. My goal was to at least read like 150 pages. That way I was about halfway through the book. I was up to almost 3 in the morning last night. I got to page 260. 260. I'm obsessed with this. This is a book that I honestly completely forgot I was reading a book and I thought I was watching a movie because I felt like I was just watching a movie in my mind. I was tired, but I couldn't fall asleep because I couldn't put the book down. It's so good. I'm loving Garrett. Oh my god. I'm loving Mr. Graham. I'm loving Hannah. Like, I just love them. I'm loving this book. And as you guys know, I was really scared going into this because I wasn't sure if I was gonna like it because I've read another book by Elle Kennedy that I didn't love. But you better believe I'm gonna be buying the whole series and reading the rest of the series because wow, when you guys said hockey romances are good, I think you forgot to mention that they had crack in them because wow. I'm 100% gonna be finishing this book tonight and I'm super excited, but I also don't want it to end. That is how I'm feeling right now. Like, that is how much I'm loving this book. There's your update on that. And then I posted the poll for the next book and I am just dying to know what book won. Like, I just want to know, that way when I finish this book tonight, I can immediately start the next one. And I'm also just being very impatient and I want to know what won. So the 3 books I put on the poll this time is If I Never Met You. I don't know how to say the author's name, but this is a fake dating book. This is one of the first books I ever bought when I started getting into reading and I really want to get it off my TBR. And then next I put Booked on a Feeling by J.C. Lee. It's like second chance childhood friends to lovers. She's like working to become a lawyer and then something happens and she goes back to like her hometown to recover and she runs into this guy who she used to be friends with, but little does she know he's always had a crush on her, and then they start working to fix up this old bookstore together, I think. So I think this will be just like such a cute fun little read. And then the last book I put in the poll is Never Never by Colleen Hoover and Taryn Fisher. I think this book just sounds really interesting. It's about 2 people who are like became best friends and then fell in love and started dating, and then one morning they wake up and they've literally forgot everything. I have a feeling that this one won the poll. It's not the one I necessarily want to win, but I feel like because it's by Colleen Hoover, it's gonna win. Though I will say there's also a lot of Colleen Hoover haters out there, so maybe it didn't because it just landed on Colleen Hoover haters feed. I don't know. Now let's go and look at the poll. I will say I tried to post this yesterday morning and it literally just got approved and actually posted this morning, so I don't know how many votes it's gonna have. Let you see first. Oh my god, 3 votes. There's 3 votes. What the Okay, you know what? I'm like sitting here and I'm like, oh my god, there's only 3 votes. That's such a fail. And is it a fail? Maybe. But also, the point of this video was to have Facebook groups choose my reads, and technically a Facebook group is still choosing my reads. And honestly, I'm really happy with how this poll went right now, so we're just gonna stick with this. The book we're gonna be reading next, I'm so excited, is If I Never Met You by, again, I don't know how to say her name. I think it's Mari McFarlane? I don't know. Regardless, I'm so excited. I will finally be getting this off my TBR. So this is our 3rd and final book for the video. Once I finish the deal, I'll obviously come and give you my thoughts and feelings and my rating. And then we're going right on into this one and I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Okay. Wow, I feel like this reading vlog is going so well. September. I love you, September, because it's been my best reading month ever. Anyways, that's all for now. I will see you guys when I am reading. Okay, so like, I don't know why, but this book is making me feel dumb. Like, this is just a romance book. I shouldn't be reading this feeling stupid, but I keep like reading things and I'm like, what am I reading? And I don't know if it's like my brain short-circuiting because I've read so many freaking books this month, which maybe 9 books in a month for some people is not a lot, but that is the most I've ever read in a month, okay? And I don't know if my brain is just short-circuiting or what, but for some reason I feel so stupid. I only read 1 chapter before bed last night because I was literally so exhausted. So I'm only on chapter 2 and I honestly think I'm gonna restart like from the beginning because I feel like I don't even know what I'm reading right now. Something in my brain is short-circuiting and I feel stupid and I feel like I cannot comprehend what I'm reading right now and I don't know why. It's making me not want to read this book even though I want to because it's fake dating, but like something about the way this is written is not processing in my brain. And I don't know if it's because it's in 3rd person and that's what's confusing me. I literally don't know. I don't know, but something is not clicking at all. So it's low-key stressing me out.
Hey guys, I am here to finally give you a full recap and to just end out this video. I'm literally editing this video today to post tomorrow, which means I filmed this like 2 weeks ago and I totally forgot to finish the video. So here we are. We're gonna do that real quick. Before I get into giving you the full recap, I just want to say, I know I sound and look questionable. I currently have COVID, so I am very sick right now. So just roll with me for the moment, okay? Let's just work with me here. Just work with me here, okay? Okay, so let's just do a full little recap, starting with the first book we read, which was obviously Things We Never Got Over by Lucy Score. I really loved this book. As you guys saw, like, throughout reading this book, it was such a roller coaster of emotions and I really enjoyed my time while reading this. I loved the characters. I loved Nox and Naomi and Waylay and Waylin. Like, I just loved it. I loved the town and all of the side characters. I really just loved the whole thing. I think Lucy Score has such a beautiful and amazing way of writing where even though these books are so long, I feel like it doesn't even feel like it's that long, and even when it does, it kind of is like you want it to be that long. I don't know. I just find myself every time I pick up a book by her, I want it to be as long as it is because I want all of the content. So I really enjoyed this. I ended up giving this a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I really thought, as you guys know, that this was going to be a 5-star, that this was going to be my new favorite book, but the big conflict at the end, like I said, it just kind of felt out of pocket and it really wasn't, considering all the characters that were in this book and kind of like their backstories and just what we know about some of these characters. It really wasn't that out of pocket, but when I was reading it, it for some reason just felt kind of out of pocket. It felt kind of weird, and for that I couldn't give it a 5-star because it just, the end of that just didn't do it for me. But otherwise I really did enjoy it and I still love the book regardless of that little critique, I guess. Anyways, so yeah, that was the first book we read, and then we read The Deal by Elle Kennedy, which I never fully told you guys my review and thoughts, so here we are. I loved this book so much. This book was so good. I loved Garrett and Hannah. Like, there was just something about these two characters and how they came together that was just so absolutely special. He was just so selfless with her. There's just things he does in this book for her that is just the most selfless thing he can do. He is truly just so good for her and she's so good for him, and they just click together so well. Like, they truly mesh together in such a beautiful and perfect way, and I loved every second of reading this. I literally binged probably over half of this in one night because I was laying there and I was tired, but I could not fall asleep. I wasn't dozing off even in the slightest bit. I was loving it so much, to the point where I could not put it down. And I honestly haven't had that kind of book in a while where I could just stay up all night reading it. I think the last time I had that was Juniper Hill, which is my new favorite book, and I love that book so much. I feel like it's kind of hard to find a book like that, and this really did that for me. At the time, I rated this a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I think at this point in time, I would probably give it a 4.75. I really loved it. It was so close to being a 5-star. It didn't quite give me those 5-star feelings, but it was so close, and it was just so good. Y'all literally, okay, are always talking about how hockey romances are the how they are just so good. Y'all forgot to mention that they put crack in them, because that's what it felt like reading this. Not that I know what being on crack feels like. I don't. Pause. I don't. But we're just moving on. We're just moving on. I was on the fence about DNFing If I Never Met You by Mari McFarlane. This was such a disappointment, okay? And I did not finish this book. I did end up DNFing it around page like 80 or something like that. I just could not get into it. I just couldn't. I didn't care about the characters. I didn't care about the storyline, and the fact that it was written in such a different like type of English, because I'm not Scottish, and just some of the vernacular and slang was different, and then it was also in third person. Those two combined was throwing my head off. As you guys know, I felt really stupid. But on top of that, at the point where I had DNF'd, which, oh, hello. Brief pause. I had a call with my son's doctor. Anyways, what was I even saying about this? Oh yeah, at the point of me DNFing this, we had not even gotten a lick, okay? Not even a taste of the romance that this book is supposed to be following, okay? In the 84 pages, I think is when I stopped, I had literally probably 2 pages where this guy was introduced. It was in the first chapter, and everything after that, we don't see him, we don't hear him ever again, up until, of course, the point where I DNF'd it. And I think that is just personally for me too long to drag out the beginning part of what this book is and not even give us anything of who the main romance interest in this book is. I don't know. It just didn't do it for me. I really was not enjoying it. I felt so disconnected while reading this book, and I honestly felt like if I kept reading this, I was gonna put myself in a slump. So I DNF'd it. So that's kind of my thoughts and feelings on this, and that is all the books from this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already, because we have a lot of fun over here and we want you to join the fun. Also, it really helps me out. Like, if you guys don't know, it really helps me out if you literally just take 2 seconds to like, subscribe, maybe leave a comment if you want, you know. Anyways, with that being said, I love you guys so, so much, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. Now I need to figure out how to do the thumbnail. Hey guys, it's time to figure out what the first video. Why did someone add a book? I didn't tell you to add a book to my poll. And then things we got over. Nope. Okay, so apparently, ow. Ah! So yesterday I read a total of 300. No, that's not right. I don't know why that's my new thing, but it is. I look so pale. Thank you so much for me being pale. I mean, that's not your fault. Anyways, I just look really white right now. I look like a ghost.